all part of the plan here for C9 to end up #1 in their group.
Well, the damage has sort of stopped for now as Bang's busy soloing Cloud Drake. Red buff did go over to Sneaky, so it's the start of something for Cloud9. SK Telecom, though, is still insanely far ahead in this game. So they're going to have to dig real deep to stay in it, let alone potentially win it. SK Telecom, complete control with Faker 3 items already. Juke's a monster on this Jace as well with, what, 2-3 items effectively done, and C9 just have to try here and there to get picks, because that's all they really get.
I mean, the item choice from Bang's interesting. He's the first Trinity Force Ezreal we've seen of this tournament. And a bit more into priority with the changes to Ezreal's passive. On a poke comp between the Jace EQ and just the Trinity Force Q Mystic shots from the Ezreal. Going to be very hard hitting poke, but they haven't really had to set up a siege yet.
Yeah.
SKT.
Triforce snowballs ahead further. Iceborne is kind of the safe choice in most situations, but if you're already ahead, you can go for a Triforce. A whole helping of damage here. SKT, we didn't see how clean they want to close it out here. They should, or are likely going to target that tier 2 tower in the top lane and the deep vision in the jungle here. Because so many teams, when they do their Baron setups, they forgo the deep vision. They just do the river here. Let's see what a crash course in macro 101.
Well, Meteos actually wanted to pressure Duke, but plenty of wall coverage there means that isn't going to work, and C9 are already taking damage from the rest of SK Telecom. Pressuring down this mid lane. They've got almost flawless vision around the Baron area as well. C9 have snuck some wards in there, but it's pretty unlikely they'll get them as Faker steals away another blue.
Yeah, but they can test the buffs, force C9 to walk all the way into their base router, and then they can rotate out into the jungle, get some deep vision, whatever they want. They're also a poke comp, so they don't really want to do the Baron. At this point, the world is their oyster. SKT can do whatever they want, siege any objective here, because they're so far ahead.
I used the strangulation metaphor before, and you just look at the minimap, where is C9 going to find farm, barring minions hitting onto their 2 remaining inhibitor turrets. They're completely at the whim of SKT. The only real playmaking initiation they have is Meteos, who has flash up. It's going to have to be on one of these 2 carries, though, and it's going to have to be soon.
Rumbles are about to meet by the looks of things, but looks like the rest of SK Telecom will get there first. Meteos getting a little cheeky with his flanks, but Wolf moving in towards him. Bengi going to rappel down. Cocoon not there. Venomous Toxin instead, as Meteor is going to continue taking out those Krugs, but Duke is busy in the bottom lane pressuring, and C9 might try and cut him off here.
Yeah, SKT just have to keep their distance, mind the gap.
Is it closing Kurpo? Maybe we'll never know. Bengi and Meteos again, doing battle over some jungle monsters. In the meantime, SK Telecom have something else to do. It's take down the mid lane inhibitor turret. Meteos and Bengi still fighting, but Bengi looking for a 1v1 in the jungle. Looks like this inhibitor's going to go down, though, and SK Telecom just too far ahead at this point. Meteos, oh, it's a disaster, flashes out! And C9 might try and get something else, but inhibs down, sneaky spell shield, I think a Cocoon, and Wolf's going to get chased down, but I think they'll get away, and C9 just can't commit to these chases.
Yeah, they're getting squeezed. The power of their team comp lies in grouping up and going for that team fight. Obviously, not when they're 10,000 gold behind.
Sure.
Usually, this is what SKT wants to do. Either poke them from far enough away that they can't engage, or split them up, poke them on individual lanes here. Cheeky little move by Bengi as well, getting a Spider Link to attack the tower so he can chase Meteos. That forces a flash. Right now, Wolf can play Gatekeeper here, and Faker.
Uh-oh, Meteos, I'm not sure he's going to make his way far in. The Q's run out, and there's the smite away. Easy take there as Wolf might be caught out, but he has his ulti flash and exhaust, so he's just fine as he'll hit the recall button there. Shame we didn't wait a little longer. That recall animation is spectacular for those that haven't seen it, but nice to see Wolf rocking his own world champion skin.
Honestly, SKT have silenced a lot of the crowd and C9 as well. Specifically, Faker is the one who honestly made Jensen an afterthought here, as Cassiopeia has no presence on the map, doesn't have the items to do true damage.
Yeah, and in such an incredibly swingy matchup as well, you know, the Cassio versus Syndra. And it all came down to that first gank, the disrespect from Jensen or the stage jitters. Maybe he just wasn't ready, tried to flash a little bit too late, and forgot that he would get chain CC there, because it was a QE combo from Faker into the flash from Bengi, and that was enough to kill whatever HP was left on Jensen. And at that point, playing that far down, it's going to be hard for Cassiopeia.
As per usual, it's very methodical for SK Telecom as they look to close out this first game of the day. Duke with the teleport in the top lanes, getting that push started. Bang's busy guiding the Baron and power minions to the mid, and SKT have split the bottom lane as well for that juicy inhib. So unless a miracle flank happens here for Cloud9, I'm not sure this will happen. Bang actually going to get that flash out of the way, but the rest of Cloud9 are going to chase down. Arcane shifts over the wall, and these teams looking to try and save him, but Sneaky grabs the shot. That Wolf re-engaged, and that's so much damage from the Jays. Duke gonna get himself exhausted and knocked off, and Jensen flashing out trying to carry the team, but Cloud9 might have made something happen, but Faker grabs the double in and amongst all the chaos. Impact finds his way back into the fight, but I think now he's got a little too far forward.
Yeah, I can see exactly how strong the Impact was. Impact drops down. Teamfight was strong for C9. If this could happen on even gold, it would be a clean ace, but SKT are just too far ahead. Faker alone take out 3 members of that C9 lineup.
And the thing to take away from summer season was that SKT didn't get in this position very often. They were very often, more than 50% of the time, behind in gold in the early game. Brought in Bengi, the double world champion, fixed some of those early game problems, and at least in this one game, looked like the SKT evolved.
Well, Nexus start down, but C9 hold on for a little while longer. Top lane tier 2 still there, so SK Telecom gonna back away, heal, steal the red buff on the way out for a bit of good measure, and maybe reset for an objective, but C9 have a mountain or two to climb here in this particular game, and SK Telecom looks like it's all business as usual at the World Championships.
Yeah, the more things change, the more things stay the same. It's all about form being temporary and class being permanent. When you have the likes of Faker in the mid lane, no one will ever question the class of SK Telecom T1.
Well, Drake up in 10 seconds. We'll see if they want it here. We're just busy milling around, making sure he gets the vision down. Duke is here as well, and this Drake should go very quickly over to SK Telecom. More than anything, it feels like they're setting up a potential Elder Dragon just in case they need it. But they might as well take it off the map at this point. There's no way Cloud9 are coming near this.
Yeah, they're definitely not going to get close. And this is where we can start looking back at the draft even for C9 and question some of these picks, like the early rotation, Lee Sin over the Elise, and see if it worked out for C9, why they did that. It's also good to finally see these early picks Syndra pay off dividends, because some teams were doubting the value, but it's a super strong laning pick here. And Faker's kind of showing you how to use the combos to set up for multiple things.
That's the fun thing though, Crepo, is that it wasn't just QER. There was a lot of going for an early R, giving yourself more options for the stun. We saw some support Syndra in Korea where they would just ult and then just have so many different options for a stun. So this champion has more mechanics than just the single target deletion that we've mostly seen.
Yeah, and that mechanic's actually really good against hard engage combos when you're playing Poke-Up. Right now we see Duke getting a little greedy crowd out, but he's buying time for his team.
He gets knocked up there for the Brom ulti. Rumble ulti's down, and Impact does claim one for C9, but yeah, top lane broken completely through. SK Telecom claim every single inhib.
That was the last one remaining here. Duke takes one for team. Drags them out of base. C9 get the victory lap.
Fortunately adds to the alone death stat, which isn't great for him, but Cloud9 are trying to defend a very unhealthy looking Nexus start here. And SK Telecom, even with Duke absent and with no teleport, they are just going to try and close the game out here.
It'll be difficult to do so. It's just fine. A lot of damage on him. Bang and Faker though, so they'll poke around. Will take Duke a long time to get back from base. You mentioned already, no teleport.
Meteor's Faker! Maybe a little too much. Does get exhausted down, but Meteor's taking too much damage. Bengi just kind of keeping the rest of the backline out for Cloud9, and Faker will stay protected. Duke up in 10 seconds, but SK Telecom taking a bit of damage here. They try and defend this last inhib.
Greedy to try and push up and take down Inhibitor with only access to 4 members, but SKT will poke until they feel there's any threat of initiation whatsoever from C9, which honestly with the kick down from the Lee Sin isn't too high. Back away, continue to get the maximum. 16,000 gold lead, and C9 just playing to extend the game.
Yeah, playing to extend the game, but this game already answered some questions that we had of their group.
Oh, Faker.
Faker with some fancy jukes here. Impact saying hello to our friend.
Oh, good Zonya's jukes here as well. Jensen going to try and follow up, but gets out from under the shock blast. Wolf here to protect his carries, so SKT will not have anyone fall. But Sneaky is busy battling supers and losing as that last Nexus turret. In fact, C9's last turret of the game has now fallen. They have nothing left to defend but this wide open Nexus.
Only the Nexus remains here. As we were talking about SKT, like we had questions coming into the group. Will they finish first? Likely. In what manner is what a lot of people were debating still. Very decisive victory here. Combo and Smoothie. Smoothie's gonna drop it. Right now, it's fish in a barrel for C9.
Yeah, and it's kind of been that way for most of this game. Kind of ever since that mid game really broke open. SK Telecom looks strong in the lanes. Look, they'll never drop the beat here. Impact, good flash, gets himself up from under the cocoon, but bangs all in on the Ezreal. Wolf goes in with a double man pole, and there's Meteor trying to chase them out of the way, but Bengi's too far ahead. He will go down as Impact's able to take him. And SK Telecom with the Nexus open are going to try and close the game. Sneaky takes out Duke. And they're looking to trade back here, but Bang takes out Sneaky to return. Jensen's going to fall down as Bang gets a double. Meteos falls as well as Wolf claims another victim. And with 4 dead, SK Telecom will take down Cloud9.
Big win for SK Telecom. Mind the gap is what they say right here, because the gap didn't look any closer in this particular game. SKT in full control ever since that very early kill for Faker over Jensen. They snowballed it well. They know how to play with a gold lead. They didn't find many in summer season. Found their first one at Worlds and looked great doing it.
Yeah, we saw Wolf with mostly good trades in the bottom lane. We saw synergy between Bengi and Duke, between Bang